So let's see what these tritones can do. I mean, when we're playing songs, let's see the differences that they bring in songs. Okay, so um, let's take this song. He saw the best in me by Marvin Sapp as an example. Let's play it in the simple way. Then you see, this is very beautiful. You see, the chords I played are beautiful. No one will arrest you for playing like this. But let's see what tritones can do to, and let's see the changes that tritones can bring, even to the same progression. So we can play like then. So see what I did. You clearly hear the difference between what I did in the beginning and this one. So I played the bass notes, and then that was a D, right? Now best to me is in the key of B flat. So then, so from here, I came to play it tritone. Now there's a huge difference between playing it like this, then, and then doing this. And even if this is too much for you, playing it in this stride form, if playing it in the stride form is too much for you, you can just do. So you see, so here I'm playing the bass notes and I'm adding the tritone to it. This is more richer than playing an octave like this, or even playing a stretch like this. This is more richer. So now see what I'm playing on the one. So in the case of the one, you see I have the tritone in the middle of the chord, right? So this is way nicer than playing a regular one like this. So it will be like, this is nice, but then look at this one. Then, so what did I just do right down? Now what do you see here? There's a tritone here, and it's the same D tritone. So this tritone is actually bringing the differences. I could have done this, but this brings a new sound atmosphere, or a new change in atmosphere in relation to the sound. Okay, and then so right now, even if I put that's this small thing that I've done together, it should be like. Then so let's see what I did here. So on the 5, so it's an A flat chord to the B flat to the A flat chord again. So A flat second inversion, B flat second inversion, A flat root chord all over the 5 or the F. why do you think I'm getting this nice sound? It's all because of the tritones within the chord I'm playing. So let's identify the tritones in the chord. It's basically, and it's found within the chord. So, and then my bass notes, and then the first note of my right hand chord are also forming tritones. So there's a tritone here, and there's a tritone here. Have you noticed? So, and you see the voices or the sounds that the tritones are producing. There's a tritone here. See? So there were a lot of wonderful voices. I'm not fully teaching. It's not the best in me right now. I'm just using that song as an example. But you can play around with the progressions of that song because it's basically almost the same throughout. It's something I would call a one-way progression. It's solely based on the cycle of faith. So there are a whole lot of things you can do with that song. If you haven't heard the song before, check it out. Best in Me by Marvin Sapp. So let me just break down what I did right now. So that was on my left hand. I have the B flat, and I did a chromatic walk downwards to the F sharp. And then on my right hand, I just used my right hand to do a drop 2 voicing. And then even with that, we can clearly identify a tritone. So this is all contributing to the sound you are hearing. So over here, you see I have a tritone. So I can go on and on and on and on, but the most important thing is for me to give you the gist or the theoretical aspect. You understand it, and then you also sit down, and then you come up with your own. Because if you sit down and with what you have understood, or with what you have learned so far in this lesson, if you sit down, I can assure you that you can do a whole lot with what you have learned in this lesson. And though I used a foreign gospel as an example, it doesn't mean that tritones only exist for foreign gospels. For example, if you take our Ghanaian popular high life rhythm known as Yam Concert, you'll see a lot of tritones inside. Like even the basic ones like now you see like I'm just hitting on the notes with this basic Ghanaian high life rhythm, right? Now what is this? You see that was how. Sorry. What is this? This is a tritone. So even in our Ghanaian high life, you can see a tritone inside, right? This is a tritone. Or what is this? It's a tritone, right? See, there's a tritone inside. So it's like, don't restrict this concept of tritones to a particular type of music. Now, I don't even know who is watching this video or where you find yourself or the style of music you guys use. But the truth of the matter is, whatever music that you are into, whatever genre of music that you are into, tritones will surely work. So just find a way of incorporating tritones into your play. This is the question that I asked myself a lot. Like, I learned something and then I asked myself, so with what I've learned, how can I put it in? You see, even in our Ghanaian worship songs, I don't even know any song to use, but like you see a whole lot of tritones in it, diminished chords, and you know that diminished chords contains tritones. So we see a whole lot of these concepts in the songs. Yeah. So today we have taken the concept of tritones to another level. We have seen how we can create our own tritones and how we can even fish out tritones from chords and how and then the essence of and also the essence of tritone substitutions in songs, especially with the best in me example that I did, like you see tritones, tritones. You see, tritone. You see, tritone. You can do a whole lot of things with tritones. So that's what I want you to sit down and then do. I want you to sit down and then see. There is no need in rushing. Sit down, get the concepts very well into your system. Make sure you understand it. And the moment you're able to understand it, you realize that you'll be able to do a whole lot of things on your own with just this small concept that you have learned. You see. Otherwise, if you're not able to understand it, or if you try to get things into your head using the short way or the fastest route, you will always end up relying on people. Yeah. So this is what I have for you for this week. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and also like and then comment and ask questions. Do everything you want, and also share the video so that others too can also benefit from this video. Yeah. In our next video, what will happen is we'll be breaking down songs, and in the breakdown of the songs, you will see a whole lot of tritone applications inside. Yes. So even before even before the next lesson is uploaded, I want you to get this concept very well, so that when you see me playing the next time, you won't be surprised by anything I do, because you already know. Like, you won't be surprised by anything I do in terms of tritones, because you already understand what tritones are. You have seen how tritones can be created even in songs, and how tritones are used, and the essence of using tritones in songs. So nothing will surprise you. Okay. And make sure you spread the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ through the talent He has given you, and God will surely bless you for it. So see you in the next lesson.